All right, tonight's Double-A Eastern League action is drawing nearer as we welcome you back to our minor league pregame show with the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Don Mattingly is in the glow, coming off a last game in which he was really outstanding in the clutch moments, collecting a whole bucket full of RBI, so he'll be looking to emulate that type of performance here again in this one.
Yeah, and you said it, Matt. He was clutch. And you know, some guys just have that uncanny ability to come through when it really matters. In baseball, it's usually when there are runners in scoring position, and he found himself up in that situation a number of times. It was pretty special to watch him out there, so I'm excited to see what he does to back it up.
All right, pregame festivities are wrapping up. It's time for baseball, and we'll have it for you next. MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the edge. Continue our tour around the minor league. Tonight, the rubber match of this three-game series between the Flying Squirrels of Richmond and the Trenton Thunder. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. EK, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be looking to see if that guy in the 7th spot can stay hot. He comes into this one as Mr. Clutch in this lineup, carrying a batting average with runners in scoring position over 350. That's pretty reliable, so he could definitely be an impact player in this game.
Jose Castilla starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, he does have a curve.
Don Mattingly will stand in as one of the stars from yesterday's ball game as he had 3 hits in the victory.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance.
Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, there's one way to get our first run of the game across. Good hustle there on the RBI triple, and they're in good shape to possibly make it 2-0 with another base hit.
Rudy Cortez will get his first shot now. He, too, had 3 knocks in yesterday's win.
Well, he's had 7 RBIs in his last 10 games, so he is producing runs, and he had another good one yesterday.
And he misses with one here. It's ball 4. So that'll at least bring the double play into the conversation with runners at the corners and 1 away.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no.
Barry Whitney is set to stand in, and he'll be looking to change his fortunes in this one. He's seen his numbers take a bit of a hit in recent action.
Hey, one pitch right here. I'm out.
Hit in the air to right field. Moving under it, Jameson. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And a relay home, and he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
With 1 out, he had 2 jobs to do there. 1, get that run home from third, and 2, stay out of the double play. He did his job.
Rodney Jameson will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Bounce to first. Mattingly scoops it up, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second. And with that, here's how Trenton will line it up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, we get to watch one of the best fielding teams in the league. They can go out and get the ball as well as anybody in all of baseball. Makes pitching a lot easier.
Don Mattingly strides into the box, and let's see if he can keep it going after the RBI triple his first time up.
And, you know, that was the first of the year for him, and you've got to think that we're going to be seeing a lot more of those to come.
Sharply hit ball back up the middle, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
Luis Mendoza will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if he can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
To first, Mattingly ranges to his right, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Make it 6 shutout innings as he continues to give them fits out there. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. Trenton leads this one 2-0. Stepping in, Don Mattingly. He singled his last time up.
Don Mattingly.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch right here.
Out in front of it, strike 1.
Hey, see it. Drive it. Let's go, big dog.
Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And the gamble will work out. He's in at second base with a 2-out double.
Pretty fortunate he was able to keep this ball fair. This is pretty close down the line. You see it winding up, one hopping the wall down there, and that allows him to cruise into second with 2 bases.
Rudy Cortez will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Hey, here we go, kid. Come on, baby.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Perez loves it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Danger averted following the 2-out double. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. Doug Brannon will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Mattingly is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Add another 0 as it's up to 7 shutout innings so far. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. The Thunder are on top, 2-0. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
You have to figure he'll probably be replaying that one hit he allowed over and over in his mind tonight. Nevertheless, he was absolutely brilliant on the mound all throughout.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Thunder rolls in this one 2-0. Good night, everybody. MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor leagues. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Trenton Thunder and the Reading Fightin' Phils. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. EK, any thoughts?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He's hit 6 home runs in the last 10 games. The baseball must look like a bowling ball with the way he's been crushing it.
Steven Chavez, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What's your take on him, EK?
Yeah, guys, he did get the win in his last outing, but he only threw 5 innings. They'd like to see him go a little deeper here in this one.
Don Mattingly strides forward with a hot bat in his hands. Great numbers over the past few games.
Mattingly.
Stay hot up there. Here we go, kid.
Don't be afraid. Let it fly one time.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Pinto ranging back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 3-run shot to left center, number 26 for him on the season, as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Well, he worked himself into trouble out there right off the bat. He had to go through the heart of the order with guys on base. And now the next thing you know, he's already down 3-0 before he gets out of the first.
Bert Dubé gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Hit softly on the ground to first. To his right, Mattingly. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So nothing happening this time around. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Trenton leads this one 4-0. Don Mattingly is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Hey, have a good rip up there, huh?
Into the windup and the pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Schaefer is there for it. 1 away.
Now batting.
Teddy Collins will stand in here. He was set down on strikes to start the home first.
Hey, come on now. Here we go.
Line to the right side. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. Nothing across here this half. 3 innings complete. The Thunder are on top, 5-1. Stepping in, Bert Dubé. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Nobody out, runner on first. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
Now batting. Center fielder, Omari Pinto.
Don Mattingly heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Don.
Here comes the first pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Lieber is camped under this one. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Now batting.
Don Mattingly will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
Now a snap move over to first, and the runner will get back standing. Sends that one out of play for strike one.
Hey, like you can up there, huh?
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. Seventh inning here in a 5-1 ball game.
Right here. Need you right here, kid.
Oh, and he turns another one around here. And his fine ball game will continue. Give him another home run. So a 2-run shot to left center, his second of the game, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game, and it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one, so he's definitely locked in.
Don Mattingly will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his second home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here.
Let's go now. One time.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Into the seats, 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Smoke toward the hole. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Well, here we are. It's the second month of the season, and this guy is showing no signs of slowing down. Got himself another multi-hit ball game here.
Rudy Cortez strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. He's running towards second. Pitch is a called strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Boy, I'm not too sure if a good throw would have had him here or not. But you can see he doesn't get on top of his throw down, and it sails on him just a little bit. That's going to allow the runner to dive in safely with a stolen base.
Looking good. No one better up there. Here we go.
In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance.
Hey, get the pitch up there. Come on now.
Clears this one over toward first. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. Trenton leads this one 7-3. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Thunder rolls in this one, 7-3. Good night, everybody. All right, tonight's Double-A Eastern League action is drawing nearer as we welcome you back to our minor league pregame show with the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Don Mattingly is our man to watch. Coming off a last game in which he was really outstanding in the clutch moments, collecting a whole bucket full of RBI, so he'll be looking to emulate that type of performance here again in this one.
Yeah, and you said it, Matt. He was clutch. And, you know, some guys just have that uncanny ability to come through when it really matters. In baseball, it's usually when there are runners in scoring position, and he found himself up in that situation a number of times. It was pretty special to watch him out there, so I'm excited to see what he does to back it up.
Okay, Eric, Steve, and I are ready for baseball, and we'll have it for you next on the show. Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Trenton Thunder and the Reading Fightin' Phils. It's baseball, it's The Show, and it comes your way next. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He's been producing like an MVP candidate lately, driving in over 15 runs in the last 10 ball games.
Emilio Batista, a Cuban-born right-hander, will be on the mound to start. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, Matty, he's got a pretty good strikeout-to-walk ratio, 3-to-1. We'll see if that holds true in this one.
Don Mattingly strides forward with a hot bat in his hands. Great numbers over the past few games.
Mattingly.
Come on, big guy. Stay hot up there.
Grounded to short. Dubé is up with it. On to first, and the throw goes right by him. Now a low throw, but he can't knock it down at first as it gets right by him.
Oh, my goodness, this guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
Rudy Cortez will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play.
This guy just keeps on rolling. You look at the season numbers, and they're excellent. 2 hits in yesterday's game to add to it.
To first. Oh, and this goes right past him.
I tell you, when you're on a hot streak like this guy's been on, everything you touch turns to gold. I mean, this is not a particularly great swing. It's not hit hard at all, but sure enough, it finds a hole, and that average, it'll climb a few more.
Barry Whitney will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. And he'll step off. And they've got him hung up out there between second and third. And they'll just tag him here for the out.
And this is a helpless feeling as a runner. You know, he's trying to be aggressive, but gets a little too over anxious, and they step off and nail him.
Don Mattingly is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
Come on, big guy.
Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again.
Hey, no one better. Let's go, kid.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
All right, so he sort of wasted one up right there. Now I think we'll see a breaking ball down in the zone, trying to get him to swing and miss.
Drilled on the ground is short. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting, designated hitter, Rudy.
Don Mattingly strides in, grounded out his last time through.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe.
Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 28 on the season. As they take the lead, it's 2-1.
Well, apparently these guys didn't see the highlights from yesterday because he had 2 home runs a day ago. Now he's got another home run right here. Now obviously this pace won't last, but man, he is hitting everything in sight.
Don Mattingly will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point.
Hey, 1 pitch right here. I'm out.
Let's go now. 1 time.
High in the air out to center field. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1. Don Mattingly is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th.
Hey, have a good rip up there, huh?
Into the windup and the pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Moving under it, Gomez. And the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4's coming up. Trenton leads this one 3-1. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, a real good performance, as you'll see in his final line. He gave him 7 2/3 good innings, and he was definitely the difference in this one.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Thunder rolls in this one 3-1. Good night, everybody.
Fans, our final lights.
Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Trenton Thunder and the Reading Fightin' Phils. It's baseball, it's The Show, and it comes your way next. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He's been crushing the ball these last 10 games. In fact, 9 home runs over that span. That's an incredible run.
Matt Harrison, a lefty from North Carolina, gets the starting assignment. EK, what's the word on him?
Yeah, guys, he really kept the other team off balance in his last start. Lasted 7 innings, but wasn't able to get the victory. Saddled with the loss, he'll try and do it.
Don Mattingly strides forward with a hot bat in his hands. Great numbers over the past few games.
Come on, big guy. Stay hot up there. Don't be afraid. Let it fly one time.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Well, you give a good RBI guy a chance in the first inning, chances are he's going to come through. You see here, he delivers a solid base hit, and the throw home's not in time to prevent that first run from scoring.
Rudy Cortez will stand in now, just a few ticks shy of the 300 mark for the season.
Well, he's been hitting really well over his last 10 games or so, and he's someone to watch out for in this one.
Ready with the 3-0 pitch. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with one away.
Early struggles here with the command. That's 2 hits and a walk now in the very first inning. He's going to need to sort things out here pretty quick.
Stepping in, Barry Whitney, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Hey, let her fly up there, huh?
Popped up. Leone on the move. But he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And he is in there.
And from his perspective on the mound, I think that's exactly where he wanted to throw that pitch. You can see it's tailing down and out of the strike zone, but
Keith Wright will come forward now as we give you a look at his home and away splits so far this year. Bases are loaded with only one out.
Hey, stay hot now.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Steve, how do they go about completing the sweep on the road?
Well, we all know they're going to try to hit the ball out of the park. They lead the league in home runs. They have the power to score at any moment up and down.
Bert Watts will stand in for the first time, and he enters with that average in the stratosphere, up over 360 to begin play.
Well, it's still early in this season, but if he keeps this up, he's going to be looking to get paid in the offseason. His contract is up after this year.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Trenton leads this one 1-0.
2 outs here.
Patrick Kim will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. Smoke toward the hole. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. He'll come home with it. And the throw in gets away from him.
this is a good sign. Coming off a game where you only scored 1 run, to get on the board first here in the very first inning, that should help these guys relax a little bit and not make them.
Don Mattingly is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Drilled on the ground to short. Collins gloves it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The batter,
Don Mattingly will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play. Sometimes that's half the battle.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 4th inning here, already a 5-2 score. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Hey, let her fly right here.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Allen is underneath this one. And he will make the catch, so that'll do it. So nothing happening this time around. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Thunder are on top, 5-2. Don Mattingly gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6. Trenton leads this one 6-2. Greg Haubrick stands in. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Hey now, you got to get us out of this. Shut him down.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Down the first. And oh, he can't hang on. And this hops over the wall out there for a ground rule double. And maybe a tough break, as that'll freeze the runner at third with 2 gone.
That's the way you like to see your guys attack the baseball. The pitch is away, so he goes the other way. And this ball.
Don Mattingly strides in, grounded out his last time through.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there's got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Allen moves over. And a rather easy first out. Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. Reading comes out on top in this one, 8-6. So long, everybody. MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Tonight we get the week started with the first of 4 between the New Hampshire Fisher Cats and the Trenton Thunder. It's The Show, and it comes your way next. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, when you look at the pitchers in this one, you're expecting a pretty good duel out of them. So you're going to have to try to work counts a little bit better, get that pitch count up, and hopefully get into the bullpen early. A couple of runs early might be all it takes.
Robinson White, a Michigan-born lefty, gets the starting job here. EK, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matty, he got this ball club to win in his last outing, but he...
One down.
Rob Tejeda will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively. Runners are at first and second with 1 away.
Hey, strike him out.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Fielded cleanly. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Don Mattingly will stand in trying to keep that hitting streak alive. You see what he's done over the past 9 ball games.
Mattingly.
Like the kid, come on.
Keep it rolling.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1.
Stay hot up there. Here we go, kid.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way
Right
by.
here, find the ball.
And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, you talk about being locked in at the plate right now. That is 10 straight games with a base hit now. And it's going to be a lot of fun to see how long he can keep this thing going.
Rudy Cortez will get his first opportunity here. And as you can see, he's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play.
Well, he's been hitting really well over his last 10 games or so, and he's someone to watch out for in this one.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
That's the second walk he's allowed here in the first inning. And I have a feeling if you ask his manager, he's going to say that that's way too many already. You can't go giving away base runners, or you're going to...
Hey, one pitch. Make it yours.
Barry Whitney will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Bases loaded here, nobody out.
Hey, see it. Drive it. Let's go, big dog.
Shot back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. 1 run is scored. And the stop sign will smartly go up at third as they hold the second runner, and they'll again be loaded with still nobody out.
Just a line drive right back where it came from. He was all over that one.
Mason Williams will dig in now. The 6th man to bat in the inning with still nobody out.
And it's been sort of a domino effect here in this half inning. Nobody wants to be the first guy to make an out, and so far, nobody has.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit slowly back to the mound.
All right, hold up. Right here.
And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Well, at least they finally get it out in the inning. It's going to cost them a run to do it, and you lose the possibility of a double play. But at this point, these guys are happy to take what they can get.
In now, Don Mattingly. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Tejeda giving chase. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. With a moment now, let's check out the Fisher Cats on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, one thing we're not going to see today, errors. This team has the fewest errors in all of baseball. They're athletic, they move around, and they can catch the ball.
Don Mattingly will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
You know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Hey, get your pitch right now.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Cisneros has a play. 1 down. Don Mattingly stands in. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Harmon is there for it. And the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We're through 6 full. Trenton leads this one 6-2. Willie Cisneros will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
Mattingly ranging into the outfield, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Now batting.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the 9th, but still, 8 strong innings for him. And he was hitting his spots all game long.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Thunder rolls in this one 6-2. Good night, everybody. All right, tonight's Double-A Eastern League action is drawing nearer as we welcome you back to our minor league pregame show with the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Don Mattingly is our man to watch as he enters this game riding a 10-game hitting streak. Steve, what do you think about his chances of extending it in this game?
Well, Matt, we all know that these streaks are always tough to keep going, especially when people start to catch on that they're actually happening. Plus, the pressure just keeps rising the longer they get. Now, this isn't really that long a streak by any means, so I doubt that he's feeling any pressure yet. I think he's just really having fun with it. But if he continues to stick to that same approach he's had over the last 10, I think he's got a good shot to keep it going for a little while longer. And, you know, it always helps if you get that hit out of the way in your very first at-bat. So we'll see if he can get that done in this one.
All right, pregame festivities are wrapping up. It's time for baseball, and we'll have it for you next. MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Tonight, the second of 4 to begin the week between the New Hampshire Fisher Cats and the Trenton Thunder. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, I'll be keeping an eye on what that leadoff hitter can do in this one. He is such a clutch hitter for this ball club. His average with runners in scoring position is up over 400 on the year, so expect him to cash in if he gets a chance.
Jose Castilla is on the mound for Game 2. Eric, any thoughts?
He threw a real gem in his last game. Complete game shutout. He'll look to repeat that kind of performance here.
Don Mattingly gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he's in at second base with a first-inning double.
Well, you know you're talking about a nice streak when you get up over 10 games in a row, and now that's 11 for this guy, so he is feeling it.
Coming to the plate now, Rudy Cortez, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Line drive to left. Hudson is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Now to the plate, Don Mattingly. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up. He'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
High in the air out to center field. Moving under it, De La Rosa. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Don Mattingly will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
And a dive, but he's back.
Hey, see you to rip it up there.
High in the air into shallow left center. Nakajima ranging into the outfield. And the inning is over. So a strong start on the mound as he's blanked him through the first 5. 5 innings complete. The Fisher Cats lead it 2-0. Don Mattingly gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Hudson going back, still going back. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. 29 home runs for him on the year, and the lead is now 7-2.
Well, this was just a no-win situation to begin with. This is the absolute wrong guy you want to face with the bases loaded. It's no fun facing him with the bases empty. He unloads on this one.
Peter Hudson will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Grounded up the first baseline, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batting, third baseman
Don Mattingly will come up now in yet another big RBI opportunity.
First baseman
He's got 4 already, and he's got a chance to make this a game to remember.
into center field. That's going to get down for a base hit.
Around third and being waved on home. Hold it here, hold it here.
And he is in there.
And that may be the at-bat there that finally seals the deal here. That'll make it a 4-run lead right now, and that will be awfully tough to overcome this late in the ball.
Get your pitch.
Rudy Cortez will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far.
Hey, drive him in for us. We need you. Here you go.
Right side. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. Now a 9-4 ball game. Striding into the box, Barry Whitney. He flew out in his last at-bat. High and deep to straightaway right. Hashimoto ranging back. He makes the running play. 2 down. Heath Wright will stand in one more time, and fortunately for him, he'll get a 5th chance here to extend that hitting streak.
Yeah, he hasn't had the same success the rest of the guys have, but that could all change with one swing.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Still now on 1 and 2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
A little roller toward the hole.
Right here,
Played
easy,
on the
easy.
backhand. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We've played 8 full. Trenton leads this one 9-4.
Come on, big guy. Get yourself right here.
Mark Nakajima stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Mattingly in foul ground, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Well, he winds up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't quite squeeze in the triple, but that's all right. He definitely did enough to earn himself the hardware.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Thunder rolls in this one, 9-4. Good night, everybody.
Fans are fun.
All right, tonight's Double-A Eastern League action is drawing nearer as we welcome you back to our minor league pregame show with the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Don Mattingly will be our subject. Coming off a last game in which he was really outstanding in the clutch moments, collecting a whole bucket full of RBI, so he'll be looking to emulate that type of performance here again in this one.
Yeah, And you said it, Matt. He was clutch. And you know, some guys just have that uncanny ability to come through when it really matters. In baseball, it's usually when there are runners in scoring position, and he found himself up in that situation a number of times. It was pretty special to watch him out there, so I'm excited to see what he does to back it up.
All right, pregame festivities are wrapping up. It's time for baseball, and we'll have it for you next. MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the New Hampshire Fisher Cats and the Trenton Thunder. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, I'm excited to see if that man hitting sixth can keep it going. He sports a batting average with runners in scoring position over 300, so you could say he relishes in those big moments. We'll see if that's the case in this one.
Omar Benitez gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, EK?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, he was pretty effective. Got the win and only allowed 2 runs. Going to try and do that here again.
Don Mattingly will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
Sent on the ground out to second. Harmon is up with it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. John Hashimoto will dig in for a second time, a strikeout victim opening up the ball game. He's set. Here's the 3-1. Hits this one hard the other way. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And he'll make it over to third base safely, so that puts runners at the corners with only 1 gone. Now to the plate, Garrett Hernandez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
To first, fielded. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, and we are tied 0-0.
Big guy.
In now, Don Mattingly. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Hudson moves over, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Don Mattingly will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Hey, see it, drive it. See it, drive it.
Smoke toward the hole, and that's through for a hit. Now a long throw to third.
Down.
And he is in there. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Certainly in this streak, he's had a lot of those opportunities come late in ball games, but he extends it again with another clutch base hit.
Rudy Cortez will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
Hey, come on now.
And you think at this point
right
you
here.
have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Pitches a cold strike. The throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
Well, I guess you can understand the thinking here, but that's taking a big-time risk. Down by 2, the hope is that if he could steal second, they'd be just a base hit away from tying this thing up. But now...
Digging in to try it again, Don Mattingly. He singled his last time up.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up. Hernandez is there for it. 2 down. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Fisher Cats can't get enough of that name. They win it 3-1. Good night, everybody.
The final line score for our ball game.
The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is on the air. Today, Getaway Day, the finale of this 4-game set between the New Hampshire Fisher Cats and the Trenton Thunder. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, they got to love the production they're getting out of their leadoff hitter right now. He has more runs scored than anyone in this lineup, so it's going to be vital that he's able to get on base and into scoring position. Continue giving the guys behind him the opportunity to drive him in.
Phil Toney, a righty from the state of Ohio, will do the pitching in this one. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, one of the anomalies of this season, he has just not pitched well at home.
Into the box, Steve Robertson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. A runner at first with no outs here. Grounded back up the middle. A step on the bag for one. On to first, and they get them both. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. What's the key for them if they want to split this series, Steve?
Well, Matt, this team has elite speed, so all you have to do is keep the ball on the ground, focus on...
Don Mattingly will dig in for the first time now. 1 home run shy of 30 on the year so far. First pitch on its way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it, Tejeda. And that retires the side. We've played an inning. No score here on the show.
Gotta hold him right here. Let's
Michael
go.
Sanchez will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road.
Hey, one down right now.
On the ground to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Your basic 6-4-3 will get him out of danger. Through an inning and a half, no score on the show. At the plate, Don Mattingly. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
And a dive, but he's back. First offering on its way. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Runner at first here, one man out.
Hey, get your pitch. Make it happen right now.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. Hernandez calls for it. And that's the second out of the inning. Brian Liriano will dig in. He singled his first time around.
Hey, one down, one down.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Bunt attempt, and it looks like a good one. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out.
Now batting.
Mark Nakajima is into the box, reached base via the walk in his first appearance. Hit down the line at first. There's one.
That's an out.
On to first, and it won't be in time to end the inning as he just about did a somersault out there at second base.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just one at second.
Don Mattingly will stand in for the third time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
First pitch coming, here it is. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Both teams with 6 hits so far.
Let it fly. Let's go. Trust your stuff right here. Let it fly.
He pulls this one into right, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Pick up the ball, stand right here.
So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Well, that hit extends his streak to lucky number 13 now. That's almost 2 full weeks where he's been swinging it.
Rudy Cortez digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Tejeda on the move, and that's the 3rd out. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 5 innings complete. The Thunder are on top, 1-0.
Here we go, one.
Brian Liriano steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Hey, let's roll 2. Plays that 2.
Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And pretty fortunate here as they do wind up getting the out at first, although the runner will advance to second. Don Mattingly steps in, got a base hit in his last at-bat.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Here's a look over to first, and the runner back in standing.
Just checking.
The 1-0 delivery. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home.
Here you go. Find the ball. Find
and
the ball.
The runner from first comes around to score. And he will pull into third with an RBI triple.
Well, make it 2-0 now. He comes through with the clutch 2-out triple there to plate their second run of the ball game.
Come on, big guy.
Rudy Cortez will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 3-0 game.
Oh, just a great approach there to get him an RBI on the base hit. And with the way their guy's throwing the ball, 3 runs might be enough to do it.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Thunder rolls in this one, 5-3. So long, everybody. Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Trenton Thunder and the Binghamton Mets. It's baseball, it's The Show, and it comes your way next. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He's been a one-man wrecking crew lately, driving in 20 runs over the last 10 ball games. I guess I shouldn't say one-man wrecking crew. It takes a lot of support from the guys above him to get in the position to be driven in, but he has been the man.
Don Mattingly will stride in now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's ball game.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. One 1-0 pitch on the way. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. EK, let's take a look at our homestanding 9 as they enter play here this evening. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
And in terms of the homestand, they've won 2 and lost 2. So not much to say about that except you hate to give away games at home. You'd like to see a little more consistent effort going forward.
Coming to the plate now, Don Mattingly, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
All right, come on now, let it fly.
1-0 count, here it is. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this will be foul. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now.
Hey, here we go. Come on now. One time.
Swinging a high pop-up. Could be tough back behind third. Bright backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Hey, here we go.
A.J. Campbell has a golden opportunity to give his guys the lead as he stands in with 3 men aboard.
And, Matt, it's early in this game, but this is a big moment right here. It doesn't matter when you score your runs, just that you score more in the end.
Takes this the other way to right, and this scoots under his glove. Oh, what a time for that. The run scores from second.
Well, errors are going to happen. They're just part of the game, but this obviously is a bad time to make a mistake like this. That allows 2 runners to come in and score, and that's a kind of left.
Willie Montalvo will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far.
Hey, come on now, fellas.
Hey, 2 here.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We played 4 full. Binghamton leads it 4-0. Don Mattingly will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Well, there you go. 14 straight games now, and he hasn't gone hitless in a game in over 2 weeks. Do the math.
Rudy Cortez digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Don Mattingly will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
This is the guy right here.
We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point.
Hey, see it drive it. See it drive it.
Skied into very shallow right. Perez moves over. And the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. And Binghamton is out in front, 4-1. And, boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award. But what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this that you can call on to finish things out for you. And he came on to slam the door shut.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. Binghamton comes out on top here, 4-1. Good night, everybody.